What's going on, guys? It's your man Keanu Bleeds. Guys, if you like making money and you love crypto, then this is the place for you. We cover all kinds of different subjects from the realm of the Keanu Inu cryptocurrency. So like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Also click the bell. Choose all to be notified of new content. Oh, and this is definitely not financial advice because I'm an idiot, but I'm also right. Okay, guys, let's get to it. We're at 1744 right now. I haven't checked L Bank yet. We're going to wait for that to develop in the next little while, and we're going to see when everything kind of merges together. We're going to see what our holders are at. We're going to see how we're doing, but it looks like, if you can see right around here, that maybe that'll kick up to about 20,000, something like that. We'll see. Guys, the airdrop ends at noon Eastern Standard Time, which means that you have about 4 more hours to get into it. Today's market cap, there is another bloodbath going on, and we expect this bloodbath to last all the way through until somewhere around Friday night, as the whales of Wall Street continue to try to screw you over and steal your prosperity. They are fighting Bitcoin the entire way. They do not want it to succeed. Ethereum is down about 200 points in the last little while. There is a massive sell-off happening right now. These people are doing everything they can to get into your wallet and take your money. This is the moment, and these are the times when you need to do exactly what the whales are doing. And what the whales are doing is holding. If you want to be prosperous, you have to do what the rich people are doing. And what they're doing is they're buying up low, and then they're sitting on it. And we're going to go over that in a few minutes. But first, we're going to go back to Keanu, and we're going to talk about something. It's perspective. There's a lot of people who are negative about topics. There are a lot of people who are positive about topics. Perspective is what makes that difference. So I want you to see, if you're in the Keanu Inu verse and you're looking around July 1st here, on July 1st, we were sitting at 1,145 total. Today, we're sitting at 1,744, and we haven't even gotten the L Bank numbers into the system yet. So we are up at least 50% from the beginning of this month, when we said in July we fly. But for some perspective, these are our brothers and sisters over at Shiba. On the 1st, Shiba was trading right here at 87.50. Today they're at 72.33. They have lost an incredible amount of value. Shiba's market cap was $8.7 billion at one point, and it's down to 7.23. So if you're in that Shiba universe, you're probably a little bit concerned. But while you're in that area, we at Keanu, we're up 50%. And we're prospering. So perspective matters. Let's move on to Kishu. Our brothers over at Kishu, they've lost a zero, where on the 1st, they were sitting and flying high because they had good news, they had good things happening. They were sitting at 1,643, which you can see on the right of the screen, and you can see where they are now. They're all the way down to 9,423. They have lost a zero, and 70% of their value in that little period of time. Guys, that's a huge amount. So what we're talking about are massive sell-offs. Let's look at our friends over at Sanshu, which Keanu is now in the dog park. So if you like staking, if you're into that and you're interested, that's the place for you to go right now. They were sitting at 68.28 on July 1st, and today they're sitting at approximately 3,200. They have lost over half of their inherent value in that period of time. Like, that's a huge drop. And to remember, on July 1st, we were already punched in the gut, and we were already, most of us in some way, we're just sitting back devastated over the fact that the market has been doing what it's been doing, and how we're spending our time in Telegram, we're talking to people, and they're like, where money, when moon? And it's very difficult when you don't know what's going on in the market and all you see is red. And as you can see in here, there's just way more red than there is green. When you look at Keanu, it's really the same thing. We've had a lucky moment of ups happening, and we've had a lot of green. We've also had a lot of red. So what is going on in the market? Well, before I move on, if you have any comments to make, go to the comment section down below. Let's talk about the comparison between all of these products, because what's going on in all of these is absolutely crazy. And I know that you see people taking money out and they move them over into what's trending up here. And that seems to be just a fly-by-night thing. I mean, the number one trending thing today is Jeff. Jeff, in a month, will be dead. Baby Elon, it's got the name. It might do a little bit. Myobu trends here and there. And if we take just a second to kind of look at it, this has been a new project that started off with a giant buy-in, and that giant buy-in happened within 2 or 3 hours. After that, gone. Then it had another moment where it mooned a little bit, but did not reach its all-time high. And then it's flatlining, slowly flatlining, slowly flatlining, slowly flatlining. And when you zoom back out, it's basically what every other coin is doing. This is what you see. Now, why is it trending number 3 if that's happening with only 87,594 of a daily volume? Well, so it turns out that DEX Tools is now a pay-for-play to get yourself into the top 10, and a lot of people are coming forward and starting to confirm. So if you're wondering why it is that we're clicking on DEX Tools constantly and we have far more investors than all of these guys and they're trending, it's because these people are now paying in order to trend on DEX Tools. And we don't know the mechanism by which that's happening, but it is happening. Now, guys, if you don't like that, leave a comment down below. Let's talk about it. Let's also figure out a plan on how we can take advantage of whatever opportunity there may be, and we'll get into the discussions with some people about what it takes for us to be trending on those lines all the time too. But to remember here, Myobu has been trending since yesterday, and they have traded 87,594. Consequently, we've been trading in the neighborhood of 300,000, 257,000 right now. Kishu, I think, was 800,000. Shiba, a couple million. So why is trading volume no longer a factor? We don't know. We're going to find out. But it's kind of important that we figure this out. So let's move on. Let's get to the news. I apologize for getting sidetracked. First, Cointelegraph has an article today that says traders are withdrawing 2,000 Bitcoin from centralized exchanges daily. Surging Bitcoin outflows from centralized exchanges suggest the Bitcoin market could be in an accumulation. Accumulation, do you know what that means? I hope you do. The number of Bitcoins held on centralized exchange has consistently fallen since late May, with roughly 2,000 Bitcoins flowing out of exchanges daily. What does that mean? It means that the whales are accumulating. Now, if you are a retail investor, what should you be doing? You should be doing exactly what the whales are doing. You should be accumulating. You should be gaining more crypto. There's plenty of different places where you can go to get crypto, but none of them are as good as Keanu. You know that. I know that. We got to make everybody know that, because we're taking Keanu to another level. And in order to get there, we have to do the things that the whales are doing. And if the whales are accumulating, then we need to accumulate. You with the 1.62 Ethereum sale, wallet number F9DD, you're not faithful. You with the $17 trillion or 17 trillion Keanu purchase at 1.5 with the 3F3D, you are faithful. Thank you very much, sir or ma'am. But researchers noted that the bull run leading up to this peak, relentless depletion of exchange coin reserves, was a key theme. So what is that telling you? It's telling you that shit's about to get crazy. But it's not going to get crazy until Wall Street gets done with whatever it was that it was doing. Glassnode concludes that much of this Bitcoin went to the Grayscale GBTC Trust, or was accumulated by institutions, driving a persistent net outflow from exchanges. What is happening is Wall Street is taking the Bitcoin and they're pulling it out of the markets so that it's not available, so that it can go crazy in their wallets and they can make enormous profits for the people who are sitting on top of enormous profits. Now, when that happens, just understand this. When that happens, there's a cost involved. And the cost is the retail investor. But it's not just the retail investor. It's not the people it's not the everyday people. It's the unfaithful people. It's the people who don't believe. It's the people who aren't believers. It's the people who don't have, and they put their money in and they've made a mistake because they couldn't afford to go in as deep as they went and they lost a bunch of money. There's a lot of people that are in a lot of pain over the cryptocurrency market. And you know what? They don't give a fuck about those people. This is what you, the investor, is up against. That's what you're up against. You're up against a market that absolutely despises your prosperity. And I know if you've watched me for any length of time, you know what I'm saying and you understand why I'm saying it. And you know that I have a lot of opinions about some of these wealthy places where people are trying to scare you and frighten you and get you just completely out of your game and get you selling. But that's what they're trying to do. It's all real. It's not made up. Grayscale, Fox News, Rupert Murdoch, all of these people, they absolutely hate your prosperity because if you, the retail investor, are prosperous, they're not. They don't make the giant money. You don't answer to a stockholder. You answer to your family. You answer to yourself, and you answer to your life. They answer to a lot of other people. They answer to a lot of greedy sons of bitches that don't care anything about you. All they care about is getting their money. So, guys, be faithful, hold, understand that things are going to go bad sometimes. But at the end of the day, you know, or you should know. And if you don't know, this may not be the place for you, but you should understand by this point that Keanu has your back in every way. And everything that we are doing is to make you a millionaire. We are doing everything that we can right now to set you up. So when this market turns around, we are all going to be rich. We're going to buy an island. We're going to name it Keanu. We're going to do something crazy. We're going to do something absolutely crazy. Maybe we'll have Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg on stage. Maybe we can get them to do a concert on an island for everybody who's a Keanu investor. Now, that being said, there will be, for those of you who are like-minded and dear to my heart, there will be a side stage where we will have Whitechapel playing and Kill Switch Engage, and we're going to have some serious metal playing, and we're going to turn it up as high as it goes. So don't forget. But moving on. Cryptocurrency trading volume plunges as interest wanes following Bitcoin price drop. Now, what these people are telling you is the same thing that these people are telling you. Traders are withdrawing 2,000 Bitcoin from centralized exchanges daily. These people are telling you something that's true. They're telling you that this is what's happening, and it's for the purpose of accumulation. CNBC and that stupid Jim guy, I don't even remember what his name is, but I know that he's on one of those crazy channels like CNBC. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to kneecap you, and they're trying to steal your prosperity. So they're telling you the same news, except trading volume plunges. But they're not mentioning to you, and they're not telling you, hey, you know what? All of the Bitcoin is being taken off of the exchanges so that it can be accumulated so that we can reach a point where everything goes crazy and moons. Instead, they're telling you, oh no, oh gosh, it's China and it's Bitcoin mining. So if you want to know who is uninformed and doesn't have a clue what they're talking about in the crypto market, go with Tanaya Mashiel, because they are absolutely clueless. This entire article is just a way to scare you so that you're not accumulating. What they're trying to do is to get you to sell. They are actively pursuing your money to get you to sell because they don't like the fact that you have it. They want your money, and this is what they do. They put out bullshit articles like this in order to take your money from you. Now, I know I use language. I know that I'm passionate about this, but I'm telling you, and I'm not wrong. I told you before, it's not financial advice, but I also told you I'm right. These people are trying to take your prosperity. They are trying to get you shaken. They're trying to get you rattled. They're trying to get you to do something stupid. And you know what stupid is? Stupid is taking all your money out of Keanu and putting it into a pump and dump coin. Because guess what? If you don't get the pump, you're going to get the dump. And then you're going to miss out on a moonshot. And that would be absolutely silly. And I don't want you to be silly. I want you to be rich. And I want you to be silly after you're rich. But I don't want you to be silly until you're rich. I hope you see that I care. I hope you understand that I care about every single one of you, and I want you all to succeed. Now, finally, I know I'm going crazy. Hey, by the way, if you think I'm nuts and you think I'm absolutely crazy, go into the comments and tell me that I'm nuts, or tell me that I'm wrong, or give me a comment that tells me what you think. If you like it, tell me that you like it. Hit the like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. I don't care. Just do something. Let me know what you think, and then we'll talk it through, and then maybe you're going to change my mind. But if you do, that's going to make me wrong. So let's see what happens. These charts show Bitcoin's come down, where it might go next. Bitcoin has had a rough time for the last couple months after hitting record highs. That much is well known. This tells you that it's dropped down in the 30 to 40,000 from a high of 65. That Ethereum, which topped out at 4,400 in mid-May, has been trading in the 2,100 area. A menacing chart full of sound and fury backed by nothing, said Evercore ISI in a recent note. He sees first resistance at 36,000 with support at 33 and 30 and a downside to 22,000 or below. Ethereum is more constructive relatively, especially above 2,400. So what this guy is telling you without saying it is that he is telling you the days of Bitcoin ruling the market are slowly but surely coming to a close, and that Ethereum is now primed to overtake that sort of Bitcoin dominance. Now, I know if you're watching the charts and you're looking at that and you're seeing Bitcoin at 45.5% when before it was down to 40%, you're seeing a rise in that. And that's just market sentiment based on the war that's going on with Bitcoin right now. That is not because of anything that Ethereum is doing negatively. That's not because of any real problem. This is that manufactured outrage that's being created by these assholes. Not this guy. This one's actually pretty good, but these assholes over at CNBC. I didn't go to Market Watch today because I just absolutely am not going to watch them shit on everything anymore. But you can see it right here that these guys believe that Ethereum is the future. So when I talk to you, I'm telling you this. Bitcoin is the gold. That's what you will hold on to accumulate. That will be your gold standard. Ethereum is going to be your internet. Ethereum is going to be all of the things that you do. It's going to be all of the forks and all of the chains and all of the transactions that go on in the world of the internet. So he sees it, he knows it, he understands it, and he's telling you about it. So guys, if you like the content, I need likes. If you dislike the content, I need you to dislike. What I don't need you to do is neither one of them. If you disagree with me, leave a comment down below. If you agree with me, leave a comment down below. What I'm trying to do, and I'm saving this for the end because only the faithful are going to get this. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get you, the faithful, to leave a comment, to like, subscribe, because we want to get trending. If we get trending, then guess what happens? There's going to be a whole lot more people who are going to look at this video and they're going to say, what is this crazy guy talking about? And when they do that, that means they're going to be introduced into the Keanu Inu market, which is up over 50% since the beginning of July. So if some random millionaire had thrown in $1 million, he'd have $1.5 million today. So it's not crazy to think that a bunch of investors would probably be doing something very wise and making a real smart decision if they got in, made something happen. So guys, if you like the content, like, subscribe, leave a comment, do what you got to do. I'm Keanu Believes, and I am out for the day. Let's have a great day.
Make my shit the chronic. Drive around the world like Haley's Comet. Headed to the moon shaped like an an omelet, and I'm just way too high to comment. Maybe we can dance under meteor showers. I wonder what a spaceship costs by the hour. On my good foot, cut a rug with a Martian, rolling up plans that we pick just to spark 'em. How in the world you get this far? Do you really know where you are? I can see you brought that sack. Can I get a little hit off that? You're a long, long way from home. If you're lost, you can use my phone. But if you ever come back, just ask for Big Willie the Martian.